Have you ever felt like you had to say yes to everything, even when you were exhausted? A friend asks for a favor, your boss piles on extra work, and someone texts you last minute to hang out. And somehow, you just can't say no. At first, it feels like you're being kind, helpful, responsible. But over time, you start to feel drained, resentful, and lost in everyone else's priorities but your own. This is the hidden cost of always saying yes. But what if I told you that the word no might be one of the most powerful tools to protect your happiness? Today, let's explore a story about the strength of saying no and how it can transform your life. Meet Sarah, a 27-year-old graphic designer living in New York City. On the surface, she seemed successful, creative projects, friends who admired her, and colleagues who relied on her. But behind closed doors, Sarah was exhausted. Every time her boss asked her to take on an extra project, she said yes, even when it meant staying up until 2 a.m. Every time her friends needed help moving, babysitting, or just listening to their problems, she said yes, even when she desperately needed rest. Sarah believed that saying yes made her a good person. But slowly, she began to lose sight of her own dreams. Her portfolio, her health, even her weekends disappeared. One Sunday morning, Sarah found herself crying quietly over her coffee, wondering, when did my life stop being mine? That moment was her turning point. She realized that always saying yes wasn't kindness. It was fear. Fear of disappointing others, fear of conflict, fear of being disliked. And fear was silently stealing her joy. That day, Sarah made a decision. She would learn how to say no. The first time Sarah tried to say no, her heart raced. Her boss asked if she could stay late again for another urgent project. Her mouth went dry, but she whispered, "I'm sorry, I can't tonight." The silence felt like an eternity. But then, her boss just nodded and said, "All right, we'll manage." Sarah walked home that night with shaky legs but a lighter heart. The second time, a friend asked her to help move furniture on the only weekend she had free. Sarah took a deep breath and said, "I'm sorry, I need this weekend to rest." Her friend looked disappointed for a second, but then shrugged and said, "I understand." For the first time, Sarah realized that saying no didn't destroy relationships, it made them healthier. Every no was a small step toward reclaiming her life. She found time to rebuild her portfolio, exercise again, and even sleep peacefully through the night. Most importantly, Sarah learned that her worth wasn't measured by how much she could give to others, but by how true she could be to herself. So, what does Sarah's journey teach us? First, saying no is not rejection, it's self-respect. Every time you say no to something that drains you, you're saying yes to your well-being. Second, boundaries don't push people away. They help healthy relationships grow stronger. Think about it. When you always say yes, resentment builds inside you. But when you set limits, you can show up more authentically for the people who truly matter. Third, saying no creates space for growth. When Sarah stopped filling her calendar with obligations, she discovered time for creativity, rest, and joy. This isn't just Sarah's story, it's ours too. Especially in our 20s and 30s, we feel pressure to do everything, be everywhere, say yes to everyone. But here's the truth, you don't have to. Your time and energy are your most precious resources. Every yes you give should be a conscious choice, not a reflex of guilt or fear. Think of it like curating your life. Every no removes clutter. Every yes highlights what truly matters. Let's bring this closer to everyday life. Imagine you're at Starbucks, already late for work, and your friend texts, "Grab me a drink too." Saying yes means risking your job's punctuality, while saying no means protecting your time. And guess what? A real friend will understand. Or picture this. You've had a 10-hour workday and a coworker asks you to cover their shift tomorrow. You're drained, but your instinct is to say yes. just to be nice. Instead, you pause, breathe, and say, "I'm sorry, I can't take this one." The world doesn't collapse. Your coworker finds another solution. Now imagine you're in a group chat and everyone wants to go out Friday night. You've had a rough week and deep down, you just want to stay home and rest. Instead of forcing yourself, you type, "Thanks, but I'll sit this one out." Your friends still go, they have fun, and you wake up Saturday refreshed, not drained. These little moments prove that saying no is not selfish. It's survival, it's sanity, it's self-care. So here's the truth. Every time you say no, you're not closing a door. You're opening another one for yourself. A door to rest, to creativity, to freedom, to the life you actually want. Saying no is hard at first. Your voice may shake, your palms may sweat. But over time, it becomes a powerful act of self-love. And the more you practice it, the freer you'll feel. So here's my challenge for you today. Say no to just one thing that drains you and watch how it feels. Because sometimes the smallest no can lead to the biggest yes. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing you want to start saying no to? If you'd like more stories like this, everyday moments with powerful life lessons, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes just one story is enough to change an entire life.